Alrighty, we have a landline phone jack here. Here in the country I was born in, we still have landline phones. We use red and green for your line 1, yellow and black for your line 2. You'll see terminals here. It says R is red, G is for green, B is for black, Y is for yellow. Black and yellow is line 2. So we're going to hook this phone jack up for line in. So we will strip our wires here. It's a little bit harder without the right size wire strippers. There we go. There's our red, or our greens. We're going to have our reds next. Strip off about 1 inch. Having the right size strippers will make it a little easier, but if you don't have them, you don't have them. You don't get upset. You just do the best you can with what you got. And don't complain about what you don't have. Be thankful for what you do have. Okay. It just takes a little longer with the wrong strippers. Okay, and now we'll do our yellow line 2, black and yellow. So you don't complain, you don't frustrate, you just do the best you can, because I have what I have, and I'm going to make do with what I have. I'm not going to get upset. There's our black. There's our other black wire. We're thankful for what we have. We never frustrate and complain about what we don't have. You got to be thankful for what you got. You can't complain and frustrate over what you don't have. Okay, because that's not going to bring it either. Okay, so we have doing our line 2, black and yellow. So you strip off about maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. There we go. We got all our wires stripped. Okay, so if you look closely here, you'll see a washer between here. So you got a washer, a back, you got a washer, and another washer. So we're going to bring this back. So we'll put a yellow on the back. We'll go around our screw, the direction our screw turns here. Make sure we don't get our insulation under the screw head. And we'll take our second yellow wire, bring it up, and we'll get it in between the washers there. See that washer? We're going around under that washer. And this is the jack that our phone will plug into. And we'll stick our yellow wire under the terminal here between the head of the screw and the top of our washer. So there's yellow. So now we'll come down here. We have our red and green, which is our line 1. So we can put our 2 black wires down here. So we'll get both of our washers up all the way here. We'll get our insulation up close to the bottom of that washer there, but not under it. Pull it back just a little bit so we don't get our insulation under the screw terminal. Bring our wire up, close our loop. Now we'll take our second black wire from the line 2, get it in between these two washers here, bring it around, and we'll take our black wire from our jack and we will put it under between the head of the screw and we'll tighten it up. Okay, so we make sure all our copper is under the screw heads all the way around. So now we'll come over here and we'll get our line 1 hooked up. So we got our line 2 hooked up. So we have the R, which is the red. We open up our screw far enough so we don't get our insulation. We can get both of our wires under. Get our copper. First one will go behind this back washer here. Bring it around. It's a nice thin wire, so we don't have to worry about having to use our pliers. There's one. Bring our second one. We'll get it under the washer with just a little copper down behind it. Bring it down. And we'll just close our loop like that. And we'll take our red wire from the jack and we'll put it between the screw and the head. And we'll tighten it up. Now we're down to our green wire now. So we gotta get this wire back out of our way here. So we'll get our first wire. We'll get it under the back screw here. There's a washer all the way here. There's one in the back there. So I get it under that back washer. Make sure our insulation just comes up to the bottom there. Bring it around. You always put it around the direction that your screw turns. Okay, there's one. And here's our second green wire from our second one. Okay, so we'll get it under the second washer there, and we'll bring it up. Bring it up around, and we'll put our green wire under the screw head. I'll bring it up this way so it's out of the way of everything. Okay, so we got all our wires hooked up. Now we'll fold our wires so that they are all up inside the jack here, so they're out of the way so they don't get damaged. And now I'll bring the camera down close so you can see how this is all connected. Okay, now we can put our jack on the wall. The built-in screw has a little thing so it doesn't fall out. So we just make sure all our wires are inside here. Just set it on top like this. It would be nice if I had the right screwdriver. Alrighty, so that is how to wire a landline phone jack here in the country I was born in. Now if it's the next jack, you'll do the same thing but only put one wire on each screw and then the spade lugs from the jack. But you just look at the letters there, you put the Y, the yellow on the Y, the red on the R, the green on the G, and the black on the B. Peace. Thanks for watching.